Hey, what is up, everyone? First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for the love and support in the last two videos because we just got the join button. That's right, we are officially a YouTube partner, and I am so happy for that. Seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for that. But you want to know what we got. After almost 1,800 hours on my Hardcore Iron Man Skiller account, what do I have in my bank account? Like, what am I working on? What am I doing? So today, I want to show you what's in my bank account, and we're going to just go right on into it. So let's get this click. I already got my pin in, by the way, as you can see, so we don't have to worry about that part. But there it is. This is the front page that you'll see. As you can see, I have 133 mil worth of stuff in here, and I have 654 spots filled. But it's kind of like a time capsule in a way. Basically, I have my original outfit here that I wore in the first few episodes, which is pretty awesome. I mean, obviously you can't really see it because I have the Fashionscape plugin on, but I mean, I still have the armor. Of course, I'm going to keep it. I'm kind of like a hoarder in a sense when it comes to these things. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy about that. But as you can see, I have like a few things here. So we have 25 frog tokens. I mean, these are all the cakes that I stole before the winter tot changes. So as you can see, we have 314 cakes just chilling in the bank. I still carry one from time to time when I'm running around just to be safe. 2010 marks of grace. We are currently at 91. We are currently at 91 agility. So obviously I saved all of them after we got the agility outfit. So I mean, I had no use for it, so there we go. These are a lot of these flags here are from the beehive or beekeeper minigame, so I kept all those. Another key piece I used to have is this ham shirt here, but all this other stuff is just random stuff. As you can see, obviously, like if I used a piece of cake, you know, it just goes right back there. Strength potion, of course, nothing too major, nothing too fancy. However, the real fun begins is when this is all of my Varlamore thieving stuff that I have here. Like, all this is from Varlamore thieving. As you can see, I have 226,000 valuables. I believe it's 14 or 15 mil chilling, and I also have 588 keys that I still got to use up. So, well, we'll get to that eventually. But I also have some clue scrolls. I have an elite clue scroll just chilling. I have a hard clue in here as well, which I cannot complete quite yet, but I know I got a step I got to do for this, and I could probably complete this one, but then I have to hope and pray that the next one's good. We also have the Bronze Staff of Collection. We finally got our collection log up above to where we can use that. Medium clue. And then all of just these random just things like collection log book, and then the specimen jar, just from all the quests I've done. Just random stuff in general. Next up is the ores. These are, a good majority of these are from when I did my grind to 99 for mining. A good majority of these are, but as you can see, I also made like a ridiculous amount of bars throughout my process as well. Basically, like, I mean, obviously this isn't as like full as it can be, just because of the fact that, like, well, I made a ridiculous amount of bars for both of these for my grind with smithing, as you saw in the Giants Foundry video. So a good majority of these have been used up, and I also made a bunch of steel bars just to prepare for the Mahogany Homes grind that I'm going to be doing in the future. As you can see, prospectors. And in the previous Hardcore Iron Man Skiller video, I used up all of my golden nuggets when I had over 2,300 of them. So I saved them all, and then I used all the gems, and as you can see, I made a bunch of amulets. Quite a bit. As you can see, I made quite a few of those. I did start making glass at some point too, just to get that going. So I didn't make as many for the crafting grind, but I do have some there. Celestial Ring, of course. My rock golem pet. We're just going to drop them down real quick. My very first pet that I got on the account, and like I freaked out when I got this because I don't even have this on my main, by the way. I don't have this on my main account that has almost 15 million mining XP. I still don't have it. Here are the smithing outfit, and I still have 2 more items for the collection log, and then that's done. Of course, my first 99 being mining. That was the main plan. And then I bought these just to use for Giants Foundries, just for the extra little bonus there when I wasn't using the bar. So I mean, that is basically like, this is like my big progress here is just the giant, like just my mining stuff in general. Like, this is just huge for me. A lot of time spent, and so like a good majority of this is all, you know, set up and ready to go. And then lastly, we have, of course, the gem bag and the gold bag. All right, next up, we have my seeds. Basically, I put all of my seeds in here, and basically any miscellaneous farming stuff. This is just random stuff as well. So we have the beer and the kebabs from the random event, the dwarf random event. But I also have just other stuff in here. So I have my watermelon just in case if I want to make some super compost. I got my tree seeds over here. I mean, they're a little bit scattered about right now, but in general, like, this is just like I have all my herbs together. I have a bunch of other stuff just pretty much in general. A lot of these are from when I did a lot of Master Farmers. Basically, I was trying to get certain seeds, and I was trying to get them going, and I was still at 99, so I was just grinding that out for a little bit, trying to get more seeds, my wonderful 6 Spori seeds. But then I started doing the medium contracts at the Farmers Guild, and I'm still trying to get that up a little higher so I can do the harder ones. That way I can get more points and then more seeds, better seeds and stuff like that. So, you know, at some point I do plan on putting these together. Nice little rune skimmy and all that stuff. I think I got these from Clues, if I'm mistaken. I don't remember off the top of my head. And then also the sweet corn. Just I farmed a lot of sweet corn, just throwing it out there. I did a lot of sweet corn. I'm not quite sure what this is here for, so I'll just throw it there. But anyway, I mean, Ring of Life, I still got those. Got my Ring of Life still. You know, I don't use them all that often anymore. I used to, but I'm not too worried about it right now. And then, of course, just recently, which will be in the next Hardcore Iron Man Skiller video, we got the Farmer's outfit. And so that was a lot of Tithe Farm, but I'm thankful we are done with that. It wasn't too bad, though. Like, honestly, I don't mind Tithe Farm if I'm doing it like a little small burst, but in general, though, like, I can see why it gets hated, but to me, like, I can do it once in a while and be okay. All right, next tab, we have my Herblore tab. I'm not gonna lie to you, one of my biggest regrets when I made this account was not doing farm runs sooner and getting more herbs. As you can see, I do have a bunch of strength potions, prayer pots, and attack potions just to get those early levels. But unfortunately, like, I really need to start cracking down and getting more of these taken care of. Mostly just to do the mixing mixologist or whatever that's called. I think that's what it's called. Try to get that going so that way I can actually get more levels done and get the outfit for collection log's sake and stuff like that. So I have been working a little bit harder to get my herbs together so I can start level up that a little more. But unfortunately, like, I think I'm a little late right now, so it's going to take me even longer to get to the point where I can try 99 and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm just going to, you know, I'm going to keep working at it and make sure I get it done. So this is it. I mean, it's nothing too major right now. I have 267 Harlanders and Irits going. These are the two main ones I'm working on right now. So thankfully, I have quite a few of, like, Irits I can get more later, and then Harlanders I got plenty. So as you can see, I have tons of seeds for that. So, you know, I really need to start cracking down and getting that done. So that's my next plan of action, is just like I'm going to start working on more farm runs. I think that's very important. So yeah, definitely for this account, that's something I really need to work on. And then next tab is just random events and random stuff that I did to fill God, I forgot what the construction things, those stash units or whatever those called, stash things. I got all these because I know there's some stash units when I was doing my easy clue grind. For a Halloween episode, I was trying to save up all those. And then also, as you can see, I have all of my stuff for random events and plus the clue hunter boots and stuff. I was doing this just because I was going to do the winter top grind at some point, like early on with the account, but I never got around to it. So and until later on when they changed it, but I was trying to get ready for it back then, but I don't need it anymore. Obviously, I did the winter top grind and I have the whole outfit. So, but I mean, as you can see, 6 baguettes here. I still haven't gotten it. The sandwich lady has not blessed me yet, so I'm hoping we can get there at some point. But that's just a key reminder. That's all we need from the random events, and that's it. I mean, it's just a cool tab here. Of course, I can build it in the construction. Like, I can build it with the house and put all these things in there. But, you know, I'm keeping it here right now. It's not that big of a deal. Also, this is in the wrong spot, so we'll put that there. Perfect. I think that looks pretty good. I mean, some of them are a little bit out of place, but that's okay. But other than that, though, nothing major. It's just something there for right now, just as a key holder. But I can also, like, once I get to the point where I'm running out of space, but thankfully for me, it's not that bad. But once I do, I can start working towards getting that taken care of. So now we go to the next tab. This is basically my Guardians of the Rift / other outfits that I like to have on. So basically, this is like my teleportation / like, I don't know, just like mixed things. So like I have my graceful outfit, I have my rogues outfit, and then I got my pheasant outfit from the forestry events, and then also I have my teleport like stuff. So like I got my chronicle, ring of elements. But yeah, it's mostly just Guardians of the Rift stuff. That is what the key thing is here. It's just tons of Guardians of the Rift stuff. I know I really need to start cracking down doing Guardians of the Rift soon, just so I can get more law runes, so I can build this up a bit more. I know it's kind of running low, but it's still like, this is one of the greatest things on my account by far. Like, this is so good. I didn't realize it either until like I did the grind and then I saw something about it. So I'm very thankful that I didn't get another PCF outfit and did this. But that's also the other thing too. I need to do more Guardians of the Rift so I can actually get the full outfit. But you know, I mean, these are all the runes I have. I'm one level away and I can start doing blood runes, and then I can use that for money as well. I can try to sell this off somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where, but we'll figure that out as we go. I'm not too worried about it. Like, I mean, right now I'm at a place right now where I'm not going to use my gold until I start the 99 grind with the construction and possibly fletching, maybe. I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of, is just like the construction grind's going to suck once I get everything needed for that. So, but yeah, that's basically it. That's what this tab is for. And I also got my Bizzle Lantern. You know what it is. I'll bring this up here. No, I'll just leave it there for now. I mean, I don't wear the hood, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that is the tab. Like, this is definitely one of the more important tabs, and it's worth not that much. Okay, just kidding. It's not that much. But either way, it's definitely one I use often just to grab everything I need. All right, next tab. We have my Temperos tab. This is all the stuff from Temperos that I have gathered. I pretty much kept everything. I got 2 Tome of Water, unfortunate, and then a bunch of pages. I got the full outfit, tons of bait, as you can see, wonderful. And then just, you know, pretty much everything you see here. I kept all my burnt food. So all the pures out there that are like, I want to buy burnt food, well, I kept them all, so you're welcome. And then here's all the fish I've cooked so far. But like I said, this is mostly just the stuff I've collected over time through Temperos. I don't know. I really like collecting things. I really do. I like to see what I get and like just see where I'm at. So as you can see, I got 6,949 swordfish, almost 4,000 sharks, and I mean, I got my giant big harpoon fish, turtles, manta rays, stuff like that, and I also got my uncut jades and stuff. But yeah, these are all just like random things that I kept together. I'm not quite sure what. Oh yeah, that's right. This is going to be my cooking tab basically. So this is essentially like Temperos mixed with cooking tab, and that is what I've done so far. And you know, I'm gonna keep going. Of course, I'm gonna keep growing and try to get this filled up as much as I can. But I mean, it's a good reminder of like all the stuff we've done up to this point, and get a visual idea of like all of my Temperos stuff. And that is also 13 mil, not bad. But I also, you know, I did sell off some of the jewelry just for some extra gold at some point. But other than that, though, this is like a good idea of what we got. All right, so we'll go back to this. Sorry. I don't know. I just like clicking on a tab once in a while. All right, next tab is my wood cutting / fletching tab. Basically, I keep all of my construction stuff here, and on top of that too, like all my fletching stuff. And I also have my forestry random items all chilling in here, ready to go. I also got my calcified acorn ready to go as well. But other than that, though, like, this is basically everything I have in here is just the stuff I've gathered from a lot of these here. I mean, these are basically what I've gathered from Temperos right here. These 2 planks here, but I've also used over like 1,000 oak planks during the construction skill of the week. Also in a previous video, basically I used at least, I think it was 1,100 that I got. So basically 2,400 oak planks that I gathered from Temperos is there. And then I also got my U logs and magic logs, but I've been working on trying to get my fletching up a bit from Veil Totems, because a future video I have in mind as well is 90 fletching, and then we're going to do redwoods all the way to 8 hours and see how much XP we get and how much GP we get. But the best part is I've been cutting mahogany logs on the side over by the Farmers Guild. I have it outside. There's 2 trees outside. Doing that, and I'm going to work on trying to get more mahogany planks, because now Veil Totems here, I'm going to zoom out real quick. There is a sawmill right there. And so now I can just walk here back and forth, as opposed to before, where it kind of sucked. The fastest way that I learned how to do it with my account was do the Ring of Elements to the Earth altar to the sawmill, and then run back. So, or you could just like do it twice, I guess. It's not as bad, but I'm very thankful for that, so I can just do this at some point. And then also I got a bunch of mind you, one of these is maxed out. So I got 1 full and then 2 random ones on top of that while I was doing the grind, and I got another mask. But other than that, though, like, this is just a general logs, fletching, and then I got my lumberjack outfit, forestry kit in my log basket, you know, just stuff like this. Like, of course I had to get the iron felling axe. I had a bunch of points for it, but it's just general stuff. Nothing too major here, but it's also 13 mil, so not bad. So I got my pyromancer kit as well. So yeah, that is just a general look. I can also like do these as well and see how much we can get off this real quick now that we're here. But no, I mean, I'm thinking, like, I think it's like one of the best. I think Bell Totems has such an amazing like value stuff to it. I mean, like, look at the inventory now. Like, that is pretty crazy. I mean, not almost a mil just like that, just from doing all that. So there we go. We just added to value. Look at the value we just got. But anyway, that's pretty much the tab there. It's just like my general layout that I have for that. And lastly, basically it's my hunter, like just very, very little hunter, by the way, and my clue scrolls. So I kept a lot of my clue scroll stuff in here, as you can see. I will be building that thing here soon also to, I think the chest, I think is what it's called. I'm not too sure off the top of my head. I'm sorry, but I'm going to throw all that stuff in there too. But this is nothing too major in here. It's just a lot of just random assortments of items. I got my Quetzal feed, but it's a lot of hunter stuff to begin with. That was my initial idea. And I was like, well, I got to put stuff in here for my clue scrolls that I have. So yeah, that is a lot of my easy clue scrolls that I put in here for now. And then it'll be out of here eventually because I've done 78 of them at this point. So like I said, nothing too crazy in here, like nothing that's out of the ordinary. I didn't get anything major for my easy clues or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, that is 134 mil worth of stuff just chilling in here. And I am, you know, I'm thankful, and I'm also be working hard to try to get more going here eventually as well. So that's it. That is my bank that I have. I'm still going to be working hard, y'all. And this is after 1,800 hours of playing. That is what I got going on. If you like what you see, feel free to like and comment down below. What's your most valuable item? I'm curious. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that. But I mean, like, if you're a skiller, like, how's your bank situation going for you? I'm curious to know. Other than that, though, seriously, thank you so much for the love and support. I cannot wait to bring you to the next Hardcore Iron Man video, which is next Thursday. I'm going to try to bring you a video every Thursday, and I just wanted to give you a little update on my bank account and show you what I got. So with that, I just want to say thank you so much. I love you. Have a good rest of your night or day or wherever you are. You know how I always say it. And of course, I'm going to zoom in. Dramatic zoom in, y'all. Right on his face. Drink water. Drink it. Please. Please drink your water.